First one was recorded. Okay. So this is, I have to write. Suppose Krishna. Okay, what was your question? I did like this. This is R matra. It is not Kr. This Krishna. So it is, I told you it's K and R matra. Then Sh does not have a Shura Rekha. In this, Sh will not be written full because N has to merge below it. It is a very exceptional. So when N merges below it, it will be merged like this. So what exactly is the question now?
No, that's fine. I understood. This is that Ru Wali Matra.
Yes,
Got
yes.
it, got
It
it.
is a Ru matra. It is not. It is not this one. Yes, yes. I understood. You had that doubt. Yeah. Yes. It is Ru matra. It is. It is the. It is the vowel, not the consonant. Any questions on this? One last point before I close. I showed you when R is above and then something is written below. I told you we need to omit this sometimes, but that is not every time possible. Like example, I will have to write. Suppose I will have to write R and K. See, these things we will understood from the practice. Now, if I tell you to omit that, you will just write like this. Then that is K only, right? That's not possible. That is wrong, correct? So in that case, we don't do that. We just put like this, exactly like that, and then curve below. This small curve will be omitted exceptionally, like example, when, especially when B type alphabets like G. Now I have to write R. Now I have to write G below. At that time I can omit it because this is self-understood. Or I have to write Here I don't need to put that curve. I think it is especially on B type alphabets. Very B type alphabets means which touch the Shirodeka 2 times. In that case, I omit this small triangle on the R. Now suppose I have to write R and the. How can I tell? Just wanted to clarify because it should not happen when you see assignments and coming, then you will tell Rakesh sir told something different. You cannot omit and then write the because the is does not have a Shuru Rekha when it is below. This is almost like the only. At that point, you will write R like this. Did I make my point clear?
Rakesh ji, how will we write Garv,
Garv.
R and V?
Very good. Oh, I forgot to say that. Yes. गर्व तो मैं भूल ही गया र या था so yes r is also I showed you r and y, right? R and y, I told you how to write it, right? This is r and y, right? Now r and v, this is also a special rule. Sorry, thanks for reminding me. Sorry for that. Yes. Okay, r and v is written like this. One minute, let me just try to show it. It's like this. Actually, what I do like this. I add this, then I add something like geo type, like this. This is a river. So this is, I add a bigger line for the, so r and v. Now you see another important point here. R and the. Suppose it is r and the I know, right? How it is, right? It is like this. So that will, then you will tell it can confuse like this, right? Let me write both of them. So r, v. These are very fine things, but I know I don't have option. You have to remember those things. It is one is r, v, but please don't get demotivated because of this is complexity. Otherwise, my whole purpose of teaching will fail. My only intention is to give you, this is challenging, and because it is challenging, that is why it is interesting. Otherwise, if it is so simple, then it would not have been interesting. So these challenges we do accept and then take it further. And
मुझे लगा तू आज भी ऊपर ही गई है, जरा यहाँ मार दे थोड़ा.
rather, now these are two. How do I differentiate it? Now you please watch carefully. These are very fine things which you will have to observe. Now rather, I want student to tell me what is the difference between these two. Can somebody tell me what difference was there?
In Word, the horizontal line is going on.
Slide below. This is slide below also. Here nothing is there. Yes, yes, there is nothing below here. So I will write that once again. I need to write it because it should not create a confusion. So,
And what about the horizontal line? Is that also
horizontal line can be little bit here. It can be slightly, but that is right. It can be this way also, but this is important. What I mean to say, if I have to write r, I will dobara likhta hu. If I have to write r, and if I have to write r, just to avoid the confusion, I will keep only one way. Now r, how do I do that? Aise karo, put a horizontal line and keep a gap here, and r, the same way, keep a horizontal line, but please don't keep a gap here. Is that clear? So now r here also I will add here so that students bar revise karna padega isko. R here maine kya bola, r here is like this is like this. Very special, but we will have to remember it. I know students have questions, but definitely keep your next session for all these questions. Even now we have time. If student wants to ask questions, bol dijiye, we can practice any word, we can practice any shloka, we can practice anything. Or if is there anything where you feel that is getting confused? As I told you, that is why these videos are recorded also, to make sure that you listen to them one again and again. But please free to ask questions. Aap bata dijiye.
Dr. Ji, is there a way to remember all these? Means obviously we have
Yes.
to remember, right?
What
Is there any particular technique to remember all these
yes,
rules?
what I used to do, in fact, I do that now. I remember all these things. I don't have to do that now. What I used to do, I keep all these rules. What we will do, jitne bhi rules hai, hum sare WhatsApp mein share karenge. We will share those. What there are 5 to 10 rules. Please make sure they are handy always with you. Handy, I mean to say, whenever you are practicing Sharda in your time, whenever those rules are in front of you. For a few days it is needed. I think maybe for 1 month or maybe next 2 months, it depends upon how quickly you grasp things. It is needed for your quick reference. Bas aapko wo handy rakhne hai. Honestly, I'm telling you, when I learned Sharda, I used to keep it almost for more than 1 year. I will not hide things from you. But as I told you, this is the point of dedication. That is why I am also telling, when you are writing any mantras, like example, I gave you the shloka last time. Do share it with your friends. Do share it with your family, in your social media or whatever, because that not only gives a promotion, people also understand, oh, this is the Sharda script. What is that script? No, many people do not know. Not only that, it will also give you an encouragement to do little more in that. That is how our team is also doing it. We even today, we do practice. Honestly, when today we have some manuscript, yesterday there was one manuscript share on. We have many groups where we practice some old manuscripts. We today, after 8 years also, we find them difficult because we have to understand this script was there for more than 1500 years, 1600 years. It has so many chains in it, so many chains. I don't want to, we don't want to confuse you with those chains in these classes. That is why we gave you a standard, what is Unicode accepted. We are practicing only those standard Sharda script. But definitely for a dedication, you have to understand everything in terms of holistically. You need to little bit spend time on this. It is not so difficult once you remember these rules. It just goes, as I told you, आज भी मैं जब कुछ मेरे को कहीं लिखना होता है, चाहे हिंदी में या कुछ, मैं शारदा में लिखने लगता हूँ. बहुत बार मेरे साथ हो रहा है, बहुत बार नेचुरली मैं शारदा में लिखने लगता हूँ. It goes with flow. I don't know how does it happen because अब मैं ज्यादा शारदा की प्रैक्टिस करता हूँ. देवनागरी भी अब मुझे लगता है भूल गया हूँ मैं. But it needs dedication. It also needs थोड़ा सा आप इसमें आपको 15 मिनट every day, try to just spend 15 minutes on this. And after the class also you can be with us. I think we will have maybe 1 or 2 classes more. We will also try to show you some manuscript. But later also we have some advanced learning classes. If you want, you can join that. If you don't want, still you can have this practice of your own. And whatever you learned, try to spread it. Just try to also how I am teaching. See, my writing is also very bad here, but still we are trying to put our efforts to explain it. Yes, beta.
This arc I want to discuss a bit, because generally we know when there is a conjunct with ka, it is written differently. But here when we use it with ra, it is the original ka with what we are writing, right?
Yes. Where exactly, which alphabet you are talking?
Ka, ra and ka together.
This one?
Yes.
It is, no, it is like that only. Na? Ka is always written like this when it is below.
Okay, so when it is below, ka is written like this only, then it
Yes.
won't be written like differently how it
No,
is.
that is only when something is written below that. This one,
Okay.
this ka is when anything is below that.
All right,
When ka is below, it will be always written like that. Niche,
all right,
below ka is always like that, every time.
okay.
Yeah, any more questions? Any more questions? I think we have, what is your name, beta? We have our young student here.
Me?
No, our youngest student. What is her name? I want to know that.
This is from Rachita Sopori ji,
Rachita.
student. Yeah.
Yes.
main-
बेटा आपने कितना सीखा अभी? आपको भी आता है शारदा लिखना अभी?
हाँ,
करते हो?
मुझे आता है।
प्रैक्टिस करते हो?
हाँ, मैं करती हूँ।
असाइनमेंट लिखा?
नहीं, क्योंकि मेरे हाथ पता नहीं मुझे क्या हुआ हाथों में, मुझे पता नहीं दाने दाने में से मैं लिख नहीं पा रही हूँ।
अरे फिर डॉक्टर को दिखाया?
हाँ, मैंने दिखाया। मैंने
अब
बोला
कौन सी-
कोई नया है HFMD का, वही है, और सानवी को भी हो गया है।
ओ चलो आप ठीक हो जाओ, भगवान आपको जल्दी ठीक करेगा. ठीक है?
ठीक है।
आपको समझ आता है सारी क्लास?
हाँ,
वेरी नाइस. कौन से क्लास में पढ़ते हैं आप?
7th
वेरी, कहाँ?
सुराना विद्यालय,
ओके, वेरी नाइस. कौन सी जगह?
बेंगलुरु।
ओ बैंगलोर. आई सी. ये किधर है बैंगलोर में?
सूर्य सिटी।
Surya City. Very nice. Okay. Nice, better. God bless you. Any more questions from students?
No, Rakesh ji, thank you.
Okay, we will continue next class. Next class, let's clear all those rules once again. We will refresh the rules, and then we will also take some sample manuscript.
One point, Rakesh ji, when you mentioned about all the rules in one place, now would you have one sheet wherein you have written all these rules just for our reference?
Yeah, let me just show that. Okay, one minute. 1 मिनट,
आप वो शेयर कर सकते हैं?
1 मिनट मैं दिखाता हूँ। आपको मेरा वीडियो आ रहा है? यू कैन इवन टेक दिस बुक।
हाँ जी,
ये बुक है आपके पास? डू यू हैव दैट?
वो क्लियरली दिख नहीं रही, बट
1 मिनट रुक जाइए, 1 मिनट रुक जाइए, मैं आई डोंट नो।
रागी जी आपकी वीडियो नहीं है, स्क्रीन देख पा रहे हैं।
हाँ हाँ,
हम आपकी स्क्रीन देख पा रहे हैं, वीडियो नहीं देख पा रहे।
अच्छा 1 मिनट। Okay, 1 minute. I will remove my background. Stop share.
सर
We can see you. We can see you. I think
This is a book. I will send that book in the WhatsApp. आप वो book basically भी ले सकते हैं, और what we will do, we will send all the जो इस books की जो pictures है, it's not much. So जितने भी rules है, we will share it on the WhatsApp page. We'll share
सर
it.
हमने ऑर्डर किया था वो उधर, तो हमें आया नहीं, आपने बोला था 1 हफ्ते में आएगा।
अच्छा मैं चेक करता हूँ बेटा, मैं चेक करता हूँ, ठीक है, मैं चेक करता हूँ। बट वो व्हाट्सएप में जितने भी बेसिक रूल्स है मैं शेयर करता हूँ, शाम तक सारे शेयर कर दूंगा मैं।
धो के रखना।
थैंक
थैंक यू
यू,
राकेश जी।
थैंक यू, नमस्कार एवरीबॉडी।
थैंक यू।